Hello again, Hot Wheels fans. So I might be the last person to acquire one of these black Mercedes Benz 500Es. I think at the time of this video, all the silver ones are actually out, the second colorway. But I decided to go with the black one because I'm thinking I'm going to do a wheel swap and make this look like an AMG Hammer. This is not an AMG Hammer though. I did a little research here, and the Mercedes Benz 500E was actually developed by Porsche. This is back in the early 1990s. So in 1991, I guess this is available, and it's based on the W124 generation of the E-Class. And Mercedes basically needed help building this because it wouldn't fit the Mercedes assembly lines, but it would fit the Porsche assembly lines. And in that time period, Porsche was not doing well financially, so they could have used the money, and so it worked out for everyone actually. The body is 2.2 inches wider, has different bumpers, and the little winglet there, I guess. So that's a little different from a normal E-Class. And then it's powered by a 5-liter V8 that comes from the SL500. And then the whole area under the hood had to be reconfigured to fit this engine. And this is all done before CAD computing, so I guess it was really hard to do. Let's see, that 5 liters is making around 320 horsepower. And so this could go 0 to 60 in around 5.9 seconds and reach 155 miles per hour. Porsche also moved the battery to the trunk of the vehicle for better weight distribution. What else here? They lowered the ride height by almost an inch, and then they modified the center tunnel because there's a new exhaust system. Also, the rear differential took up a lot of space, so this is a strict 4-seater. There wasn't three seats in the back, only 2 in the back because the differential was so big. And then naturally bigger brakes and some, I guess, different wheels from a regular E-Class. Wikipedia says it took 18 days to build one of these cars, and Porsche built over 10,000 of them between 1990 and 1995. So, I said 1991 before. So this is another case where Wikipedia, whoever's writing those articles, is probably getting some numbers mixed up, but I don't really have time to track down the proper information. I'm more about looking at these cars here. So, looking at this black, yeah, it's alright, but, it's a typical Hot Wheels. This is more of a disaster. So, unfortunately, because I'm late to the game, this might be the 1/1,000,000th piece to come out of that mold. It's a mess, right? They're not adding enough paint to cover this up. So that is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I'm hoping other people have better paint jobs than this. That's too bad. I mean, I didn't pay a lot of money for this, but I definitely overpaid. So percentage-wise, I paid a lot, but actual money-wise, I didn't pay that much. Alright, well, let's see. We got the sticking out door handles, so that looks accurate to the photos. Here's the fuel filler thing. The windows are, they're tinted. Not tinted a whole lot, though. I would have expected it to be darker. Okay, but this is what I do like, the fact that the headlights have graphics. I wouldn't want to try to simulate that myself. The little stars printed there, and then some black is printed in the grill as well. There's just a blank license plate, which is kind of weird. I kind of feel it would be better without a license plate. Some sort of vent here. It's all black, of course, as the whole car is, but it's nice to see the little orange turn signals there. Little bumps here for the wiper fluid. We have this one casted in wiper blade, but no color. How about this side? Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then the rear, yeah, the tail lights, right? Printed well. In this case, they're actually not. They're well placed. Sometimes the tampos are too high or to the right or the left, but these look pretty well centered. Nice to see the plate have Hot Wheels here. I wonder why they wouldn't do that on the front end. Why wouldn't they have that on the front license plate? And then the stars there, the 500E. We got 2 exhaust tips, and then it's your typical Hot Wheels press fit together. 2020 copyright, and then I guess it came out in this year, 2021. So yeah, it's your typical Hot Wheels. I just like the fact that the headlights and taillights are all printed there for you. because you know, they're always going to do a better job than just painting it by hand. So my major problem is just, yeah, boy, that's really rough. It's really distracting to look at. So, well, I'm going to 3D print some better wheels. I mean, these do look like 5-spokes like in that photograph there, but well, we'll see what I do. So after looking at a few photos, a lot of people are running this car with AMG monoblock wheels, and that's what these are supposed to be, the monoblocks one-piece wheels. And for good measure, I figured I would do the AMG monoblock multi-piece wheels, you know, with the perimeter bolts. Although in reality I forgot to actually put the recess for the AMG logo, so I've actually updated the CAD file, but I'm too lazy and cheap to print out new ones. But anyways, that's what's going on with this. I didn't do anything else because Hot Wheels did a great job painting everything, so there's no need to mod it. Okay, well, let's take a look here, and oh, you know what? Let's measure this guy. I looked up on the internet that this thing is 4750 millimeters in length. Let me zero out my calipers. Zero, come on. So 4750 divided by 74.52. Whoa, what do you know? It's 164 almost. It's 63.7. So that's another great coincidence that this is actually around 164 in overall length, knowing that really the wheelbase should be measured, but it's just too difficult to do. Anyways, yeah, you could put it next to your other Benzes, which maybe I'll do. Okay, well, anyways, let's pull out a couple more Benzes to compare to. So you can see in the photos behind, those are the two types of wheels I was going for, the regular one-piece monoblocks, and then on the left you have the multi-piece ones. And then I've got a couple of Benzes out here. So this dark one is the Hot Wheels of that 280 SEL, I believe it was. And then this green one is made by Schuco, and that's a 200D Stroke 8. So I think the Stroke 8 was the predecessor to the E-Class. Alright, so it was their mid-sized car of the day. So if I recall, I recall the Hot Wheels, this one also is around 164 scale. You'll have to refer back to my review of that one. But that's my memory, but then again, my memory's going, so oh well. Alright, well, let's get these off and let this guy spin alone in front of its photographic brethren. Alright, well, it's an old video, technically, because everyone else has reviewed this car already. But I just thought I'd do my own take on it. Alright, well, maybe I'll get the silver one if I can ever find it at retail. And then I'll have you know, one set of wheels on each one instead of this one car having two different types of wheels. Alright, well, until the next Mercedes review, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, and hopefully I'll catch you guys the next time around.